quote you directly, yeah?
Yes, sir.
You said, as someone who spent 5.5 years of my life behind bars for robbing banks to violence, drugs and organised crime, I've seen the reality of knife crime. So I wanted to ask you, what is the reality of knife crime?
I guess the reality of knife crime depends on who you are and where you stand. Reality for the community is trauma.
Okay.
The reality for the community is the increase on the use of the services, the increase on your local insurance, the increase on the
NHS
problems, the NHS and everything, the resources around you. The reality for a lot of young people is fear, because a lot of them are scared. They don't want to be carrying a weapon. They don't want to be in a gang. A lot of them just want to get home safely at night. So a lot of the reality for them is fear. The reality for, I guess, the aggressors is mental health, is underlying issues, is generational trauma. The reality for me is I'm the aggressor as well as being the victim. So my kneecaps chopped off, my left shoulder's chopped off, because with a machete, because that's the reality of knife crime. Being stabbed in my ankle, stabbed in my shoulder, reality of knife crime. I've then been the aggressor because it's the reality of knife crime.
No, I hear you.
The reality is different to each person.
How do we make a reality that's something better than what we have now?
The reality of something that's better than what we have now starts with a community approach and starts with there being less blame game. It starts at a younger age because most of these social and economic issues started from nursery school. That first day that you couldn't make it to nursery or you couldn't have that hot meal. Then first couple of days when you started to skip through the lessons that you're supposed to get at primary school, which gives you that personal development, not only educational, but then as a person. So a lot of these problems then start at a very young age. And to be fair, it's going to take at least 2 generations, as we're going now, even from the Windrush generation, we're at our 3rd. Other societies may be at their 4th, but in general, we're at 3 generations of problems. So it's going to take at least 2 generations to reverse it.
That's deep.
Yeah. Is this why you're so passionate about working with young people now? You describe Defenders Entertainment as not just a record label, but a safe space for young people to, be creative. Can you talk to us about that?
When I started Defenders, I still got the same AOL email now, dywmanagement@aol.com. Yeah, because Defenders of the younger world, that was what we started for, is to defend young talent, giving them a voice and a platform. So that's always been my mission, always been what I'm on. I guess literally young people, they got a lot more to give, a lot more ideas, a lot more open to seeing the world, a lot more less tainted by situations, by society. So there's way more that can then be molded and grow. Adults, unfortunately, we've got our own ideas, our own experiences, our own traumas, our own layers, like an onion of problems. The layers and layers be too much sometimes, that even with adult issues, throwing money at them can't fix it. If they got an alcohol problem or a drug problem, they're going to take the money and buy drugs. If they got a gambling problem, they're going to go and gamble. The resources and support, there's mostly guidance, information, learning then the right things to do rather than the wrong. So I feel that, fixing society starting at a younger age. Plus, I'm a big kid myself, man. I'm like Peter Pan, so I'm never going to grow up. So I guess, I prefer working with young people. I'm still a kid myself.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you involved with anything else to do with young people then?
Always. At the moment, I'm sit on a few different boards. Advisor to the police commissioner around what they do around serious youth violence. Also advisor to the mayor's office. At the moment, I'm developing a few programs along with some guys in Stockholm around music and how that benefits to communities. So some guys from ABBA and the guys who Nicholas and them that invented sound session studios.
You mentioned quite a few things there.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the stuff with the police commissioner then.
I've been going up to Hendon for like the last year. They got a thing called Day 9, where now they've introduced a community day where the training that the officers have, they need to have a day where they actually talk with real people, understand about the communities that they're going to go into police. Okay. And especially because a lot of officers are coming from outside of London, maybe from different communities and different backgrounds, knowing that sometimes even the facial expressions, the body language, some of the slang and stuff like that isn't aggressive, because sometimes that can be misconstrued and seen as then, oh, he's coming across violence, when maybe they're just passionate, like maybe they're just expressing and that's the way, or maybe it's mental health, as I said, where things like that. And then I guess also with the police, we're delivering training to them around not just stop and search and unconscious bias, but the officers that are out there already, they're the ones that need the training the most. Yeah. Because they're the ones with the bad habits. So you can teach the recruits all your day long, but as soon as they get into the van with their peers, it's like, all right, this is how we do things around here.
I hear that.
You're going with the flow. You ain't trying to, but our teacher said that we should... Shut up. This you're with the boys now in the van.
No, I hear you.
Get with it. And that's what, so really the bad habits out there is what needs to be changed. It's fine, the new recruits, they're coming in optimistic, community-led, they want to change the world. Then by the time you're at the job for a couple of years, you realise you can't change the world, you just want to change your little patch. You know
so do you think you've helped make change with, officers that are out there right now?
Oh, yeah, I have to. I don't really take no thing. I feel that I'm not the only person. I feel there's some great people making changes just as well, because there's people in every area that are different levels. But there's change definitely happening. Not enough, not quick enough or good enough, but there's definitely change happening. And it's not just me one. There's some great people in different parts of the community, different cultures. There's some of the Asian brothers doing really well, some of the Jewish brothers doing well for their communities and their parts. On a whole, of course it's not good enough. Of course it's not there yet. It's nowhere near. But step by step, it's there going through.
No, I hear you, man. You mentioned also something about the mayor's office.
Yes, sir.
What's happening there?
Oh, I'm doing work with MOPAC for the last couple of years. Like MOPAC, most people don't know, they're the ones who's really behind like the police, the mayor, and a lot of the operations. That's the budget. They got the money.
That's the mayor's office for policing and crime, right?
Yeah, and that's where then most of the real resources are based. Okay. So with them, they do a lot of work across London and a lot of things that they then fund and support because they don't have their name on it. People don't see, but a lot of the programs that young people attend, a lot of the projects that are available in each borough, it's MOPAC funded, but usually, like I said, they go into the area and they most probably find the person who fills in the funding application with the best fancy words, rather than the person who's actually in this community doing the work. So my thing is about who are you giving the money to? Okay, what do they do? And asking questions, because people don't want to ask questions. Like, I'll ask the question about the elephant, the giraffe, and the monkey in the room. Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah,
I might have to use that one.
Yeah,
the elephant, the giraffe, and the monkey.
Elephant, like giraffe, and the monkey in the room.
It will take a few generations, right? Like for even these kind of changes to.
Yeah, nothing's gonna just happen overnight. I feel that's what I think. If we're looking for the end result, sometimes we can distract and look away from the small changes that happen. But the small changes that happen bit by bit, like stone by stone, when one stone come loose, next stone come loose, then the wall can crumble down. So this is work on a bit by bit. I feel that that's where everyone getting focused on licking down the wall, and when it's not lit down, everyone's deflated. Understand, maybe could put a couple stones and get the little one to squeeze through and go through and come back out. Like, who said we have to take down the whole wall?
That's true. That's true.
Who said we have to go through all that effort?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we're trying to get in. We didn't say we want to destroy it. We're trying to get in there. How come we can't just cut through and make one little tunnel?
And we get distracted about pulling down the wall.
Yeah, and we get distracted with the big old mission when I would have gone in and out 10 times, but everyone trying to take down the wall.
I hear you, man.
That's good. Just digressing a little bit, but I wanted to touch on your award. Mm-hmm. You won Music Entrepreneur of the Year 2022, the A.I.M Awards. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
No, that was really good. It was bittersweet as well, because you've got the real commercial industry acknowledging me for what I do for the underground.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's cool. Really cool.
Yeah, but they're not cool because the underground's supposed to be acknowledging me for what I do for them.
Oh, well, they don't.
That's how things work. No, they do to a degree, but you got to understand that this is how our community and things is based. So you see, that's as soon as I said that to you.
Yeah, I was like, I get you.
Yeah. And that was I said it in the political way. That's the PC version. Yeah. So I guess it's good in a sense that, yeah, it's the acknowledgement. It's opened up some business doors, amazing opportunities. At the same time as well, I feel that there's a lot more other creatives and people that have not been celebrated that also need that profile. So yeah, it's worked great for me. I'm sitting down, I'm part of Ernest & Young's Entrepreneur Network now. I'm working with private casinos and different people in Saudi Arabia and different places right now off of the back of that. But am I the only person doing that great stuff? Like, nah, there's other people too. Like, so I always want to give that voice and that spotlight to others and say, yeah, it's not just me one, because it ain't just me. Yeah, I'm just one of a few people. No, it's not enough of us, but it's one of a few people that's then being steady on this path for change, I guess.
You know, during the awards, you gave a speech. Can you like give our listeners a bit of the sense of your speech?
The speech kind of very straightforward. Like with music and entertainment, we've contributed 117 billion in the last couple of years towards the economy. Nobody's waiting for England to then export no fruits and vegetables. There's nothing we manufacture here the rest of the world can't make quicker and cheaper.
I hear you.
We say, fish and chips, but it's debatable because the Irish have got the best potatoes. So,
other potatoes are available.
Other potatoes are available. But so when we say about England, then like creativity has become our biggest export. It's our biggest product. So for something that then has become our biggest product, we've actually had no real grassroots investment or actual income or even finances put into our industry. But now we've created billions.
So, you know, your passion for what you do and your work. Do you think, like, what do you think in your life has driven you to have this work ethic?
I'm just one of them kids. That's just me. It's my fight. It's my struggle. I'm the kid that then they're trying to stop. I'm the kid that they won't let in or said that ain't good enough. So nothing can't stop me. So that's where my drive and passion come from, because I've had the different things that have given me that doubt with myself, that doubt in my ability, made me want to give up. Made me feel that maybe I should change what I'm doing. And I've been able to then throughout each knock and each thing find that little piece of strength or encouragement to keep going. So no, I'm here like for a mission and everything, and it hasn't been easy. There's plenty of times I thought, am I even doing this? And I maybe should just be more selfish. But this passion comes from I guess I love what I do, and I see things then change, and or I see the little stone and I want to take another stone out the wall. And that's me, and I'm going to keep on doing that. And I guess I'm here for a reason that passion comes from just I'll just get up and do it. That's me. That's what I'm here to do.
Thanks for sharing that, man. What would your advice be to people like us that have been in the criminal justice system, that want to get into the music industry? What advice would you give them?
Music industry is full of crooks, so you're used to it already. So you know your customer base. to be honest with you. But big and serious. I feel the first thing about it is don't come in and be predictable. Predictable is in a sense that we always assume that this is what then the mold is. And if we do things the same as everyone else, if we keep doing the same thing over and over, then dictionary definition of insanity, do the same thing as everyone else, you'll then automatically be guaranteed that you'll just be as mediocre as everyone else. You do things different and you'll get a different result. So I feel coming into this space is about not trying to do what everyone else is doing, knowing that the strongest emotion is love. So love and passion, and definitely the music business is not something to do for monetary gain. If you want that quick money, go to the casino. Like if you want to do something where over a period of time it's going to influence change, it's going to grow, and then it could potentially lead to money, then music and entertainment. But don't come into this thing for money, because the hours don't add up.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you. Well, another thing that we like to do on Life After Prison is shout out some organisations that can help people when they've just been released from prison. So first of all, is there any organisations that you want to say?
Oh, definitely. Definitely shout out to 3 Point Support. They'll be doing some really great work. But National Prison Radio, I'm gonna be doing some work with them in the new Brixton site. So shout out to Nancy and the team. I've known Nancy. Yeah, from she working at Kiss FM, and so big up Nancy, man. Yeah. And I feel that the drugs and alcohol service as well, that's then working in the prisons. I went and done a speak with them guys there as well. They're really good. I feel that, there's a lot of...
What organisation is that?
Is it Forward Trust?
Forward Trust.
Yeah, Forward Trust. Yeah, Forward Trust massively. They need a shout out as well, because even with them, we're looking at some of the through the gate services and stuff that can happen.
Thanks for sharing those organisations, man.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
So just a few more organisations. First of all, Enterprise Exchange. They have an entrepreneur program set out for prison leavers and for people on probation, and they're based in the Brighton area.
And there's also Entrepreneurs Unlocked, who offer business courses and programs for people who have been inside when released, with the aim of reducing reoffending through entrepreneurship. So if that's something that rings true to you or something you're interested in, please contact them. You can find these organizations in our show notes. So what we like to do also is interact with you guys, speak to you, go back and forth on the socials. And we asked you a question, and I'm going to read out some of your responses. So we asked you, what advice would you give to someone who has a loved one who's just about to be released from prison? And a couple of responses we have from, one of them is from our friend Ruth, who says, make friends with probation. Alone time is important. Have unconditional love, and having clear expectations is good for everyone. So that's Ruth. Kate says, take time with family and look after your personal well-being. Mm-hmm. She also says, find or get to know a good charity that helps people get back on their feet. So, what would you say then, Corey, to that?
That grandma used to say, the devil makes time for idle hands, innit? So, things end up and doing, but don't rush or feel like you've got to overdo, because a majority of the time, like, you're in a race with no one but yourself. And I feel like, especially just us as people sometimes can be a bit hard on ourselves, where we're comparing what other people are doing on social media or trying to keep up with the Joneses, when most of the time, like, keeping up with other people is what got us into prison in the first place. So I guess moving at your own pace and doing things at your own time, because a lot of the time that quick thing can end up being a long thing.
Trust me.
Thank you, that's perfect. So please keep getting in touch. Like Zach said, we absolutely love it. You can DM us on Instagram, Twitter or TikTok at AfterPrisonPod, or email us at podcast@prison.radio. And if you're inside prison now, keep getting in touch with us through National Prison Radio, the normal way. So
so Corey, thank you for taking time to be with us.
Hey, thank you for having me here. Like I said, man, them bang the windows, kick off the doors, kick them off. We're about.
Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next time. Like, share and subscribe too.
Yes.
Thank you guys, thank you.